Yo, 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 what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub, what's plays in the sports. We are here live. Guys, the Gypsy King is back. He will be returning to the ring June the 9th, guys. Tyson Fury is a major player, major character in the heavyweight division. Having him come back, it's just going to add to the division. And it's a good thing because right now the heavyweight division is getting a light shine on it that it hasn't had in years, guys. So hopefully the Joshua Wilder fight actually happens and there may be a rematch. By that time, guys, Tyson Fury should be ready for either one of those guys. And then at that time, we will see who will win. But guys, you know how I do it, guys. T-Dub was players in the sports. Always making it do what it do, better yet what it does. On break, printing out the article that announced he returned. And let's get to it. Tyson Fury's return to the ring confirmed after Frank Warren agrees deal with former heavyweight world champion. Guys, like I said, it's amazing news. He's back. I don't believe they have an opponent for him yet. Some people are speculating maybe he should fight Shannon Briggs. You know, looking at that fight, I think that's a fight that Tyson Fury should win. But guys, in those early rounds, I think Shannon Briggs could be dangerous. He still has that power. He doesn't have the speed. I don't believe he had the stamina. But in that short span of maybe 3 to 4 rounds, Shannon Briggs can do some damage if he can land that punch. But guys, we just need to see what Tyson Fury looks like. But let's see what else this article has. Again, guys, if you have not, please take a moment, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and turtle kick that like button and that notification bell. So whenever I go live, you will get it. Shout out to Adonis. Shout out to Tristan. Let's get back to it. Tyson Fury will make his long anticipated return to the ring on June 9th against a soon to be named opponent in Manchester. Well, guys, listen, at least we know where it's going to be at and we know the date. The date, June the 9th. Where it's going to take place, Manchester. Let's see what else we got. Frank Warren confirmed his agreed a promotional deal with former world heavyweight champion who has been preparing to return to action since the suspension of his boxing license was lifted in January. You know, and not just, and let me comment on that, not just, I guess, training or to return since it was lifted. Tyson had a lot of weight put on him, man. A ton of weight that even though it was lifted in January, if he was staying in shape before it was lifted, he would be been ready to return to action. But it looks like, guys, from pictures and from updates, from video, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, man, the guy that there's never a loss for words, the communicator, the character, the charismatic, Tyson Fury is much needed back in the division. Now he just working on getting himself in shape. Like I said, guys, videos and pictures, you know, it looks like he's getting there. It looks like he's getting there. And remember, he never been a ripped guy, so don't expect him to come out with 8-pack abs and ripped up like Anthony Joshua. No, he gets into his shape and he does work and he's win. Like I say, he's the former champion. The guy that's holding his belts right now is Anthony Joshua. All right. Anything else? Let's see. The 29-year-old last took to the ring in November 2015 when he beat Waldemar Klitschko on the points to win the IBF, WBA, and WBO titles. Remember, guys, if you don't know Tyson Fury, he is still an undefeated fighter. The guy that has them belts now is Anthony Joshua. I know he picked up one from Charles Demigod Martin. You know, basically the title was kind of spread it out, and some people fought for him that really didn't earn a title to be champions. But let's get at it. Let's see what else we got. Anything else in this article? All right. Fury accepted a backdated 2-year ban from UKAD in December and since January has been training to reduce his weight in anticipated of his return. All right. That's, I think, the gist of that little article. Guys, listen. Tyson Fury, listen. I am glad you're coming back. I want to see you in rare form. I don't want you lost for words. Keep talking it. Keep backing it up. Keep bringing it. And it just adds to the heavyweight division, guys. Remember, we still got David Haye, and Tony Bellew. They got a fight going down. Hopefully Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder can mix it up. Dylan White, Dominic Brazil. So many of these guys that are starting to make a name for themselves. Some of them been put in the spotlight already, but because of new talks and new threats, they are starting to get that shine again. Tyson Fury, Shannon Briggs. Now, if Tyson Fury faces Shannon Briggs, one of them guys is going to take a hard step back. Now, do you believe that maybe they shouldn't fight each other, maybe fight somebody else? Or do you believe like, hey, man, it's a good comeback fight? If they do, I'm going to tell you right now, off top, I am going to favor the Gypsy King. I have not seen him in action, but I believe Tyson will bring the Fury when he faces Shannon Briggs. He will move enough, use his hand speed enough, use that jab. Man, guys, that jab is key. And he keeps a long jab in your face all night. And Shannon Briggs will have a lot of trouble dealing with that jab. All right, so let's check one thing. Guys, while I'm checking on this, just do me a favor, guys. Since your boy is on break, ran out to my car to give you this work, simply hit the like button, let the people know you're here, and hopefully we can get this spreaded. All right, good. All right, we're back. So, man, you know what, man? Like I said, man, it's a good division, and hopefully what I really would like, the best case scenario is not for Tyson Fury to come back and face Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua. The best case scenario is Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight. Most likely, the best case for them two is a trilogy, because that way the fans would win and their pockets would definitely win. Both of them guys would pretty much be set. Have a nice trilogy. By the time they had that trilogy, Tyson Fury should be back full weight under extreme good conditions. You know what I'm saying? Rust not clean off, guys. I'm talking about from nothing but straight brown rust to it should be polished metal. Clear. You should see yourself in it the way he be so polished after those 2 to 3 fights. And at that time, if he fights the winner or even the loser, he can fight the loser out of Tyson Fury and not Tyson Fury, but Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. If they have 3 fights, 2 to 3 fights, and he fights the loser and he beats the loser, then that's only going to promote him fighting the winner. That's all it's going to do. Even more. He just beat Wilder or he just beat Joshua, depending on, who's the winner of the 3 after 3 fights. It's only going to promote it. Now, he could just jump right into him facing the winner, and it would do decent numbers. But I think it does better number if he defeats the loser and then fights the winner. But guys, listen, that's way too much thinking in advance because, heck, Joshua and Wilder hasn't came into nothing. Joshua Kemp, let's say based on 100 million, offered Deontay Wilder a flat 12.5 smooth. 12.5 flat. No back end money, no pay-per-view money, no concession stand money, no nothing. You get 12.5. Go home, sit down, be happy, cry to yourself. I get this 77.5. I get that. That's mine. I work for that. But guys, listen, I'm going to do a video on that today too, I think. Once I go back, I think I'm going to make a thumbnail and do a video on that. But we're going to touch on that just a little bit. Joshua needs Wilder like Wilder needs Joshua. It's only not a 50-50 fight because Joshua has more belts and he sell out over there in the UK. Joshua cannot find a big enough opponent than Deontay Wilder. No matter, guys, if he doesn't fight Wilder, no matter who he fights, as long as Wilder's still fighting, Wilder would dominate the conversation. Just like Deontay Wilder, it won't really dominate Deontay Wilder's conversation because he is going to initiate it and call him out. He's ducking me, scared. He doesn't want none. So, to be honest, guys, they need each other. Joshua dominates in the UK. Wilder dominates in the US. They both bring their respected fan base, and it can be a huge fight. Pay-per-view in the US, pay-per-view in the UK, maybe other cable channels in other places over the world. The price can vary, but I tell you now, I think in the US alone, I think it hits anywhere from probably 800 to maybe a million, maybe 1.1 million buys. That's just me thinking. And whatever it sells in the UK and whatever else it sells around the world are televised around the world. It's a good fight. Listen, if Wilder already said you can get the 60%, take the 60%, man. Let's just say it's $100 million at stake. Take the 60%. That's $60 million. Give Wilder $40 million. You know what I'm saying? You steal $20 million over him to the game and just make the fight happen. But let's get back to Tyson Fury, guys. Like I said, thanks for coming back. The return has been announced. Guys, breaking news. June the 9th, the Gypsy King will be back in action. All eyes will be watching him, seeing what he can do, seeing if he's going to challenge one of the champions afterwards, seeing just basically just getting a feel from him. Want to know after the fight, of course the fight, we're going to hear a lot of talk, but after the fight, what do you want to do next? How do you look? How do you assess your performance? You know, all those things, guys, will be answered. Like, again, I am excited to hear Tyson Fury is coming back. The opponent is not set yet. It will be going down in Manchester, which means the crowd will be lit. Listen, a lot of UK fans right now that's going against Deontay Wilder, you know, I'm not cool with that. But overall, those fans and the good fans, I have to take my hat off. You know, they cheer on their fighters. They do. But what I will also like is call a spade a spade. When your fighter wrong, still support him. You can say he's wrong and just say, hey, I support you. I think you're still a win, but hey, you're wrong. Make this happen. We want to see it. So hold your fighters accountable. Joshua, talking about Joshua. But overall, the UK fans are great fans for their fighters. They show an unrealistic amount of love for their fighters. Keep doing it. This is T-Dub, what's plays in the sports. You know me, making it do what it do. Better yet, what it